Alright folks, we're back with Juice Cruising, and check out this. It's my new, well actually what is it called? It's a scooter that's pedal powered. I'll show you what it's called because I got this on Taobao. Not everyone can get Taobao because it's like the Amazon of China, but if you look on Amazon, probably someone will sell this, this scooter. Otherwise, you can also check out AliExpress. But anyway, I got it from Taobao. If you really want one, hopefully you can find one. This is all Google translated, so anyway, I'll change it to Chinese in a second. But this is the version with the seat. It's the Jin Aladi pedal scooter, adult scooter, non-electric scooter mobility scooter. In case you didn't know it was a scooter, they write like scooter on the scooter like 50 times. Oh, not 50, 3. And look at this bargain price. 599 renminbi. That's about, in US dollars, let me check that out. 599 yuan in USD equals 87 and $29. That's kind of a bargain, and you got to get it shipped to Well, I got it shipped to Hong Kong. It ended up costing me 850 Hong Kong dollars. So a little bit more, but it's kind of cheap, right? So yeah, this video is going to be like an unboxing. I already rode it because I rode it back from the. I got it delivered to my friend's place, and then I rode it back. So I don't have all the packaging here, but pretty much what you're missing is a box and some bubble wrap and that foamy, clearish white packing. I don't know what to call it, packing foam or something. But yeah, I'm gonna open this. It came with a bunch of accessories. This is going to be a long video. I'm going to go through them one by one, but if you watch this channel, yeah, you know I don't do a lot of editing, and I also don't do a lot of short videos that, you know, for people that have attention deficit disorder. They can't watch a video for more than 30 seconds. But yeah, if you're watching this, maybe you really want to know what it's like. So welcome to the deep dive. And if you don't like deep dives, you can leave your complaints in the complaint section down below. Sometimes I call it a comment section. Anyway, let's go through this website first of all. Good old Taobao. Okay, you can actually pick different versions and they're different prices. So like, you can get one that's like a one-footed scooter, and it comes in black. So that's a black 1 foot, or one pedal. White double pedal, that's the one I got with the seat. You know, some have seats, some don't. And there's a video of this girl riding it, which, since I don't have any footage of me riding it yet, you can watch her. The sound's pretty bad, but like, you know, they just put some like annoying music on, so you're not missing anything by not having the sound. Yeah, you kind of get the idea. That's about as much as you get. In fact, that's all I had to see how it worked, because no one went on YouTube and did a video like this. I kind of wish they did, but you know what? I thought I'd be the one to do that. That's kind of what this whole channel is about. So I'm now doing this video of me getting this scooter. Today I'm not going to be riding it. As you can see, it's night time, and actually my legs are a bit tired from 4 hours of 51-kilometer bike riding from yesterday. So yeah, you're going to have to wait a bit, but that's okay, right? I'll do some touring with this scooter. So let's go through this Taobao first of all. Alright, very nice photography of the unit. That's kind of what I got. Yeah, they make a black one. They make a black one. They make one with no seats. Actually, I wanted the one with no seat, but I thought I could take the seat off, but I'm not sure. Now it comes with these accessories, which are kind of crap. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. See, they don't give you much information. I kind of bought it on a hunch that it might be awesome. It might not be. Anyway, this is all Google translated to English, but if you want to see the Chinese, that might help you out, see? Now, if you're in China or in Hong Kong like I am, you can search these words and find it and buy one. I don't know how you're going to get one if you're not in those places. But like I said, maybe AliExpress or Amazon, maybe someone will resell it on Amazon. And that's Taobao. So let's go ahead and open this and play with it. So what should I do? Should I go through the accessories first? No. Let's go through the scooter first. So, scooter. This thing is heavy AF. And I'll tell you what, AF doesn't stand for as a feather, because it's heavy. In fact, it's probably on the last video. Gary's bike is 10 kilos. This thing is like 9.7. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's quite big too. Like, let me set up the camera so you can see how big it is folded compared to me. Hopefully you can see, right? Well, I'm a meter 73 or 72 and a half. It's heavy, it's big. Kind of wish it was carbon fiber or aircraft aluminium or titanium like a Gary's bike. But then it wouldn't cost like $87 US. However, if they made one that was like made of that material, I'd probably buy it. But then, you know, this is for the China market. Don't know if it adheres to any safety standards in the West, but you know, things are made at a price point. But it seemed to be pretty good when I rode it back. So I am going to now unfold it. Let's do it this way. Hopefully you can see. My legs are sore. First thing you do, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. There's a latch here. Yeah, let me show you the latch. There's a latch here that you gotta press. You see that? Press that. Okay, you press the latch, and then the latch lets you take that main post off. If you don't press the latch, it's actually a good feature. You can like use this to do yeah, what's this called? A bench press or whatever. You can do your exercises on this. Give me 5 reps of the scooter. Okay, so I'm gonna depress this lever, and then you can see it goes like that. Clicks into place. There's also another lever here which there's a kickstand. I'm gonna put the kickstand up. It's kind of awkward not having a camera operator, but then again, you know, gotta live with it. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be able to make all these videos if it weren't for this Insta360 camera. So that's the kickstand, which you just don't have enough hands, but well, it's a kickstand, so there you go. I'm gonna kick it with my fake Crocs and kind of, oh no, hang on, let me put the camera somewhere. Okay, that's the kickstand, and then you got this lever here which you need to tighten up, because there's a little bit of play. But you see this, there's a little bit of play there, so if you tighten up this, kind of easy to do. Oh, I can't see. Wait, that better? There's a bit of play in there. So if you tighten this up, it just makes it a bit tighter. Actually, the folding's pretty good. I'd say, I wish it weren't so heavy, but it does fold down pretty well. If you want to chuck it in a car or something, or take it on a bus. Okay, so now you have less play in there, Okay, less movement. Okay, then this bit's really easy. Hope you can still see. Maybe it helps if I lower the camera. Okay, now the seat you just pull it up, and then there's this screw that you got to put in. I wish they had a latch like that. That'd be better. They'd press the button, but well, it's kind of made for a price. It's cheap. If they made it more expensive, I wouldn't mind. But then, you know what? The electric scooters are actually not that much more expensive, and they're smaller and lighter, ironically. But I did get this because, first of all, electric scooters are not actually illegal to be ridden in public in Hong Kong. And other places like Australia, I don't think you're allowed to ride an electric scooter because it's considered a motor vehicle. It's considered the same as a motorbike. So while you could ride one, you need a motorbike license, and then you'd have to ride on the road. Otherwise you get booked and fined and sent to jail. So I thought I'd do some exercise and get myself a what do they call it? Oh, a manual scooter. Anyway, that's the second point. Get fit. You get fit doing this. Like, why not do some exercise? Like, look at my Christmas Santa belly that I've acquired over Christmas, and that I've worked very hard on for the last 4 years. I used to be slim. Now I'm fat, so I've got to get myself moving. Hence, one of these. The third reason to get one of these is because it's small and a scooter, it's less offensive if you ride it on the footpath. Like if you ride a big bike, people kind of hate that, and the popo hate that. You might get it into trouble. This is a little bit more grey area. So if I'm riding this on the footpath, I think it's not such a big deal because it's not a bike. It's not electric. So it's easier to do, which is very important. Okay, so that's the seat. That clicks in place, and then you tighten this screw. Then this seat goes like that, and then you're going to bring it up. Oh, there's this other latch here. You've seen these latches before if you've played with any scooters. Now, I did notice that the seat, the grippy bit here, is only there. I feel like the seat needs to be a bit higher. So, I don't know what's up with that, but I also noticed that there's a thread in there. So does that mean I can extend this? And if so, where do I get the extra pole to make it longer? I need to make it longer. I don't quite know how that works, but see what I mean? I don't know if you can see it, but there is a thread there. There's also some sort of Allen key or hex wrench to make it longer, so maybe they ripped me off. But anyway, this thing is like, see that? It's got a bit of suspension. It's actually kind of comfortable. And a lot of padding too, and then there's this springs there. This is actually a comfortable seat from when I tried it. Anyway, that goes in there. You're supposed to have this grippy bit around here, so when you tighten it, it doesn't slip. And then you just tighten this bit like it's on a scooter. You're supposed, the proper tightening, like the torque or the tightening, it's supposed to, like, when you push it, it's supposed to leave like a thumbprint. Not a thumbprint, like, you know, an indent in your skin. So that, you see the indent? It's kind of about right. But I probably could do a little bit more. I'd rather it be a little tighter than too loose. That's what most guys say. So, that's better. Now, there you go. Now this seat does have this latch that folds out of the way. So when it goes down, it can get out of the way of the front bit, the handlebars. So that's quite good. And I noticed the seat has a suspension, see? And alright, so that's the back part. Now we're going into the front, the handlebars. So this bit works like this. You've got these on a bungee strap, which is already fraying. Look at that. But I hope it doesn't fall off. But I guess it's not too hard to replace it. You can. There's some sort of thing there. I think that's an Allen key. You can probably unscrew it and replace it. So not the biggest deal, but it's kind of thin. I think they should actually make that thicker. But anyway, it kind of works. It's cheap. This thing's got this holder for it. See that? So you kind of take it out, pop it in here, so it clicks in place. Take that out, put it in here, click it, and then you've got your handlebars. Now, see how there's a lot of movement there? Well, you got this thing which you can tighten up here, and then you clamp it down, and then look, it's taken out the play in there. That's actually quite good. Now this thing is too high. Like when I'm riding, my wrist is like, you see? Let me adjust that. My wrist is like this angle. It's really uncomfortable. Even like when I rode at home, like the quick test ride. But it's adjustable, so don't worry about that. You can just get an Allen key and unscrew it. It's like a bike. It's like the brakes on your bike and the gears. You can adjust all that, so don't worry. So I'm gonna. It's probably made for like a little kid or something, but I'm gonna adjust that and change the angle so it's down more, so it is more comfortable. And if the brakes are loose on yours, you just got to turn this one, and you can make it tighter. But anyway, that's probably a different video. I'm sure there's 100 videos to show you how to tighten disc brakes, so I won't go into that in this video. Last thing, you still got to raise it. So notice that there are 3 holes here. That's a preset, so that's the first one. So if you're a dwarf or a little kid, then that's the one for you. Press that in. And then you got the medium one for slightly larger dwarves and kids, and the highest one for really large dwarves and really large kids, or me. That's the one I use. So, oh, you got to clamp it down too. So clamp that down. Again, this should be like tight, so it takes a bit of pressure to push in. Yeah, that took a bit of pressure. Nice and firm. Pretty good. Now I'm not going to ride it today because I'm so sore. You're going to have to watch another video other than this unboxing video. What else to mention? Let's go through it one by one. Okay, so let me just shorten this camera. Oh, I gotta take this off. Now, it's got disc brakes. Like, disc brakes on a scooter? That's pretty impressive. I haven't seen these scooters with disc brakes. Well, actually, maybe the electric ones. Disc brake there. Now, these tires, I'm pretty sure they're not pneumatic. So, the good thing is you don't have to pump them up. The bad thing is maybe they're a little firmer than a pneumatic or air tire, but I think for a scooter, like, it's fine. I mean, it's good. It's a good design choice. Got a nice red brake caliper. That's quite nice. I remember when mountain bikes with disc brakes were like the new thing, and they were like super expensive, and only the rich kids could afford them. But now you can get it on an $87 scooter. The drive is there. I'll show you that in another video. I gotta cut this padding off. Oh, this is also a bit of a brake. See that? I can like depress that and slow down a bit. I don't know how you would. And you don't really need to, because this is the wheel with the disc brake. In fact, the front wheel doesn't actually have a brake on it. I'm not sure if that's an oversight or if that's a good thing, because it's like a bike. When you brake too hard, you can't on the front wheel. Like, if you brake too hard on the front wheel, you kind of go over the handlebars. Well, I don't know if it's easier to go over the handlebars on a scooter because it's lighter, but there's no brakes on the front wheel at all. Well, it does make it simpler, which is what I do like. The kickstand we covered. Alright, now it's got Urban Scooter written on there, in case you forgot what it is. And you know what's annoying? Told you this was heavy, right? It's got Scooter written on the front. Like, who does that? Like, Scooter, right? I think it's pretty obvious it's a scooter. It's not like you buy a new Porsche or a Lamborghini and then on the front of it, on the bonnet, is written car, C-A-R. Like, I think it must be a thing from the country I bought it from to write English words. You know, like when people write Chinese characters on their arm and they think it's cool and they don't even realize it says something like, I don't know, something that they don't want, like it's not cool. Like, I don't know, I can't think of a word. And it's probably written upside down or something, or inverse, because the tattoo artist can't read Chinese. Neither can the guy getting the tattoo. It's like written upside down or back to front. Anyway, it says scooter. And here it says Jin Lady. So that's, you know, if you want to be proud that you're scooting around town in your Jin Lady, then yeah. But the good thing is that it seems to be made of this sticker. So I'm actually going to try to peel it off now. Oh, good. It comes off kind of easily. Now, I'd hate it to say something even worse behind it. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Great. Wow. I'm happy that that came off. So, you know when people wear like sweaters or have like fancy handbags and it says fashion on it? It says fashion. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a China thing or a Hong Kong thing. I see that around. Anyway, goodbye scooter. Now, let's get rid of this Jin Lady as well, because like, I don't know about you, but no one's really proud to be a Jin Lady owner. Alright, there's the Jin Lady. I could stick this on my computer or something. That's still sticky, except my fingers are dirty and I've kind of unwrapped the sticker. Alright, that's gone. I might as well peel off these warning stickers. I'll do that later because, like, you know, who wants to watch that? Don't trap your fingers in here. Let's go back to the features of the bike. So this wheel, I think it's a good wheel. Pretty smooth. There's actually some suspension in the front, I think. Yeah. Sorry about my neighbors underneath, but there's a spring here. That's cool. What's not cool is a fluorescent orange. It totally doesn't work with the aesthetics of this scooter. Should be white or black. This is just, yeah, this is just, I could even just take it off, but this is like just some silicone. But yeah, why do they make that orange? Like really? Does that look cool? I don't think so. The seat has a reflector tape that's not even put on properly. Look at that. Can you see? It's kind of like haphazardly put on. Alright, let's fix that. Well, what do you expect for $87 US? Plus shipping. Okay. Can you see? We can see. Alright, let's stick this properly like a proud owner of the bike. Oh, I think I'm grinding up. I should have washed my hands first. Then I can stick it properly without grinding it up. Oh well, that'll do. They're not that dirty. Oh, the seat's got this ventilation stuff. Can you see that? And all this stuff like support zone and active zone. Why is this the active zone? That's where your crotch goes. I don't think you want that very active when you're scootering around. Ventilation zone, Shindator. Thumbprint, right in the middle of the butt. Kind of weird design choice. Okay, that's the seat. The back, It's got more of this reflective tape. I might keep it on. Or I was thinking I might get a light and put some Velcro on it. One of those cheap bike lights from China. They're really good. Better check the time on this, because this camera is going to cut. And it's also going to... I'm going to have to fix the sound sync. Yeah, the pedals. Let's have a look at the pedals. So this is quite just plastic. I think it does the job. Like I don't mind it being plastic, because some plastic is like amazingly tough and excellent, and I kind of think it's that type of plastic. Like, it looks cheap, but it's not gonna, like, I forget which PP it is, like polypropylene or one of those. Just really strong plastic, and it's lightweight and it's a really good material. I feel like this is the type of plastic, so that's not an issue. This, I think this is why it's so heavy. This is like solid metal, but the picture in the instruction manual shows it's like a different type of metal with the holes in it. It's heavy. Like, it's like a crowbar kind of material. It's strong, but it's heavy. This is like skateboard material. Let's have a look underneath it. I haven't looked underneath it yet. I better cut the video because we're on 26 minutes. Alright, let's continue this video. So, underneath we have shock absorber, like a proper shock absorber. That's actually pretty good, and it works really well. You see, no, probably space for motor and batteries, really. Oh, this thing, I wondered what that was. I'm not sure what it does. But they gave me a spare. I'll go through the accessories in this video. So, yeah, I mean, maybe someone should make an electric version, because you could put some batteries in here and motorize one of the wheels. That would be cool. Okay, actually, I can show you how the pedals work, because in this position, we should be able to see how the whole drive works. So, basically, you put your foot here, and then alright, this spring pulls the chain back. Can you see that? So it's not the most efficient, because you are fighting a bit of spring power, but then, like, if you wanted to be more efficient, a bicycle would be much better. But then a bike is hard to ride amongst pedestrians. This is easier. And a bike's not always allowed in places. I think they'll allow this one a little bit in a few more places. Although some people still hate skateboarders. But also, if you use this as an exercise machine, a bit of resistance is good, right? Like, you kind of want it to be a bit inefficient because you want to exercise. And I think if you want to exercise and go around town and explore the place, this is a pretty good choice. If you don't mind looking a bit weird. So, this is the lever, the middle bit. I'll do it like this so you can see the whole thing. It's a little noisy. It's got this gear sound, right? You can hear that. Don't worry, I'll do a video where I'm actually riding it on the streets. In fact, I'll probably do a whole bunch of videos where I'm riding it on the streets. So, they'll come up. It's probably already up by the time I upload this video. Or by the time you watch it. Okay, so you kind of get the idea? Interesting design, right? I really haven't seen a lot of this. It's kind of like a stepper bike, stepper exercise machine, but one that can take you places. So I think it's quite cool. I mean, I'm sure I look like a dork riding this around, but like, if you don't care that much about what other people think, then I think this could give you a really good experience if you're willing to take it out and explore places. Now, I don't think this is aircraft aluminium. I think this stuff is like that cheap stainless steel. That's probably why it's so heavy. Now, this is a new bike, and it came all scuffed up and scratched. And the scratches are rusty, so I'm not very happy about that. Like, see that? I mean, it's fine. It just doesn't, you know, didn't come pristine. But really, I think it's fine for a cheap vehicle that I'm going to, like, put through its paces, and I'm going to scuff it up. And it's kind of good not to buy the most expensive stuff, because you don't, you know, when you get that Lamborghini, or I don't, but, you know, when you get that Porsche, well, I don't either, because I can't afford a Porsche, but if you ever get something nice, you know, you like really want to baby it. But if you get something cheap, like from Taobao, you don't mind thrashing it around. In fact, at the end of the day, you have more fun with it. Like, I might take this more places and not care if it gets scratched. It just gets more use. So I quite like things that are like mass-produced. It's not the right word. Like things that are cheap, I guess. It doesn't seem to be that cheaply made. It seems to be like the craftsmanship's okay. Like, it's not like, it's kind of nice. I mean, China's good at making stuff, and bikes, they're good at making stuff. So to put together one of these things, that's not too hard. Like, they're good at, like, they probably make the phone you're watching this on right now. So if they can make an iPhone, they can definitely make bikes. So yeah, it's just not the most premium thing, you know. Like this, I think this is aluminium, but this is heavy metal. But again, that could be a good thing. It's solid. It take a beating. I just wish it was lighter, because, like, being like 10 kilos, it's not super heavy, but it's not super light either. And it's not the kind of thing you can just like, alright, I'll just take it somewhere. It's, you know, get sore carrying this for a while. But on the other hand, the good thing is, you don't have to carry it everywhere. You can just wheel it around, because it's not like, it's smaller than a bike. I don't think for an adult any bike would be like the length. It, you know, be smaller than the smallest bike. So yeah. All right, let's go through the accessories now. They gave me this cheap basket. It's kind of got Velcro in it. Feels flimsy. So, I mean, it's nice that they gave it, but it's kind of like, oh, you get these free things, but they're really a bit cheap. I'm going to replace this with a nicer one on Taobao as well. It's like $100, which is 10% of the cost of the whole bike. But you know, I'm gonna put my phone and my water in it and my stuff. So I want something that doesn't look so dorky. Yeah. So this obviously attaches here with the Velcro. But another thing I found is, I don't even know how to attach this. Like, okay, so obviously you have the front handlebars, and it all came bent up. It's not even straight. This is like pretty poor. But like on this bike, obviously it kind of goes in like that, right? But like this bike has this thing, which is wider than this, so I don't even know how to put it on. You see what I mean? Like, that doesn't work. It can't reach the handlebars. Why'd they give me this thing that doesn't even fit? Am I missing something? Like, okay, let's try to put it on backwards. Nope. Like really? That's what you get when you order off Taobao. So it's supposed to go on like that and hook onto the handlebars, but I don't see a way that it can, because this is too thick. It's kind of pretty big fail there. Well, anyway, it's a cheap piece of rubbish anyway, but nah. Okay, what else did I get? The bell. Really? I'm gonna put a bell on it? maybe. Actually, it's probably useful to get pedestrians out of the way. But this bell is like so cheaply made. The plastic's bad. Doesn't even resonate much. Like, you know, like... it's alright. It's free, but, you know, it's kind of rubbish. I'll probably get a better bell and put it on. Because it is good to get people out of the way sometimes. Now I know what it's for because I looked under it. It's a spare spring for... I guess it gets worn out after a while. It's for returning the chain back to the front. But they only gave me one. So, and there's 2 pedals. I don't know what the deal with that is. Again, it's a Taobao special. Then I have some tools, Allen key, this thing. So what's this? That's a little Allen key, a bigger Allen key, screwdriver. You know what? And the same Allen key. And you know what? I tried to adjust my handbrake so I didn't hurt my wrist, right? This Allen key doesn't even fit. Like, doesn't fit. Neither does this side. So yeah, you probably need a multi-tool or something. But that's okay. Just kind of thoughtless to include stuff that don't fit in the bike and tools that don't even work for all of it. But anyway, you get what you pay for, and hopefully I'd get a lot of enjoyment and touring with this thing. Instruction booklet, Gianaletti. You've got A1, C1, and C2. Obviously, the 1 and 2 are the pedals. See, A1 has 1 pedal, C1 has 1 pedal, C2 has 2 pedals. And then A is like, I think it's the cheaper version, because C has like the, see that? The stem. This one has like holes in it, and I bet it's a lot lighter. And look, so this must be the cheap version. This must be the premium version. But it's annoying because it's like, I can't remember the picture I saw. Did that have? Let's have a look here. The picture I ordered. Oh no, it's got the solid. The solid one. Alright, fine, I'm not so angry, but then again, the instruction manual was wrong. Ah well, I've got to live with it. Don't like it so heavy though, because I want to spend my energy going around, not lifting it up. Because I might need to lift it up to bring it on a bus. I don't want to, you know, I'm old. I don't want to hurt my back. Okay. You can scan that, and you'll probably get some more instructions and videos. I wish I knew about that. If you're on Chinese TikTok. Although I don't have TikTok, because they banned it from Hong Kong. Because some privacy thing. Alright, A1. I don't have A1. C1, C2. I don't even have C1 or C2. My one has the seat, right? Look. Picture. Look, the seat, right? Look, seat. Picture does not match manual. No seat. I kind of wanted no seat. But now that I've ridden it a little bit as a test ride, I think the seat's actually really good. Like, you sit down and you don't get as tired as standing. Originally, I imagined myself running around town in that format with a scooter like that, with no seat in the way. But now that I've used it with a seat, I think the seat's good, but kind of looks a bit more like a bike now, or it's like one of those mobility scooters. That's the end of the manual. So I don't know, like 2 blank pages. Okay, anyway, that's what you get from Taobao. This is really good. I want to mention this before I cut the video. This feels solid. This, kind of an afterthought. They should really, I think I mentioned this already, but they should have made this thing the same as that. Click in place. Or this still has the this still has the clamp on that side. But anyway, I don't like screwing this in that much. Okay, and I also want to know if I can take the wheel off. Now, I kind of asked the seat off. I asked the guy, well, someone asked for me because I can't speak Mandarin or read or write it. I can speak Cantonese though, but that's a different story. I kind of asked if I can get the seat off, but I don't even know if I can get it off. Like, I can unscrew this, but if you look here, like, the bolt here kind of needs a space. Like, if I take it off, there's going to be like 3 millimeters missing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if I can even take the seat off, which may not be such a bad thing, because I quite like the seat now. But maybe I do want to take it off, because it'd be even... like it'd be lighter, for one. And it'd be a little bit more mobile around not having the seat in the way. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe later I'll see if I can... get the seat off and see if that actually works well. What are the things? I'll take all those stickers off, and yeah, I think that's it. This is the unboxing video. Stay tuned. You might want to subscribe, because that way you won't miss my next video where I actually ride this thing outside and go around and tour with it. So yeah, that's it for this one. Juice cruising, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.